This was one of the junglers for pretty much the entire time that Blank was playing League of Legends.
And it's rolling it back. It's not Trundle Ezreal, but it's Gragas Ezreal, so probably going to be Blank's pick. Outside chance they flex it later. If Score wants the Kindred, it would be against the Explosive Cast, which answers Lambs despite well, but it would be certainly a skirmishing advantage on a pick that he's shown a lot on. They'll hold out their horses on that for at least a moment. This would be the Shen support coming through if they're selected here.
Makes me feel like the Swain will likely be going towards the bottom lane as well. Do like to have a mage with the Shen. Try and pile on a bit more burst damage instead of something else, but see what KT want to do for their final pick here as well. Remember, Bang's Ezreal in game number 1 was amazing.
I don't think they want to roll back the Caitlyn.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think we're going to be seeing Caitlyn in this game, and this might actually be a takeaway pick from Faker, because there's already the Gragas showing. They're going to hover it, so maybe it's just the mind games. It's actually going to be the Sejuani coming out for Score.
Yeah, so the front line pretty much intact here for KT, Sejuani and Shen, with whoever's going to be playing the Swain also able to do some zoning on his own.
See what Faker makes of the Yasuo hover. Yukal had that massive hard carry performance on the Yasuo not many moons ago.
Of course, Faker could play it if he wants to. They could also ban it immediately afterwards. Thus is red side as Mundo going to be picked. Now, and then SKT will be priced into banning away Mundo counters, meaning the Yasuo would still be available.
I'm a really big fan of teams picking Mundo on the third pick on red side and then banning away Mundo counters. I feel like this is not done enough.
Yasuo, he's going to lock that one in. There's a few knockups available, but not that many. It's once again just the Arctic Assault and the Gnar available from Smeb that is going to help augment what Yukal can already do on his own.
Well, SKT Deft is gone. Welcome SKT Bang into the Rift. He's now here
he
on the overlay. Looking for the last pick here. Would he bring back his most career play, the Orianna? We saw it a couple of times. I think they're going to lock it in. Waiting for it.
Yep, it's not a bad matchup, but no, not going to be the case. Is Vladimir the final consideration? Faker most likely going to be playing it. Is he the best Vladimir on the team, though, is the question.
It's definitely been a pick where his career win rate is lower. The Orianna against Yasuo matchup isn't an easy one. The Vladimir versus Yasuo is a big winning matchup.
Yeah.
For the Vladimir, Deft has not shown bot lane Yasuo, but the Vladimir versus Swain has been said to go the way of Swain. There's a lot of different flexes here that could happen. I expect it to be the mid lane from the Yasuo, and this would be the sort of matchup people were looking for. Seeing Yukal and Faker flex their might. No Gallios, no Rise. Bit of a fun carry matchup in mid lane. We didn't look like we were going to go to game number 3, Atlas. We're getting the bonus League of Legends, and this one could be spicy.
It's looking real spicy already. Yukal, remember, he had that hard carry performance, but it wasn't against a composition like this. SKT have put themselves together. Going to take whatever you can get to try and ride that one home, as Ultimate's going to fly forward. Faker, of course, is going to be able to find it, but Last Breath is there as well. Ignite goes down, stun comes in. First blood for Yukal, and KT are on the board.
Faker got the perfect W off, but it wasn't enough. They followed up, they get the kill, bot lane.
Yep, Blank wants to answer as well as Deft. Demonic Ascension comes in. He's doing so much damage, they'll find effort, and they'll turn it around. 2 versus 3, who cares, says KT, as they're looking to really put their stamp on the early game.
Early game momentum, all the side of KT after stealing away game number 2. Stealing away the hearts of many SKT fans. Really big start for KT. Yeah, KT's macro here is really good. They're ahead of the play the entire time. They juke out the vision. By the time that Blank realizes they can't just look for a gank. Speaking of ganks.
Yep, the ultimate's going to land this time around, and there's CC for days with this duo. KT will set themselves up a purple monster in this mid lane as well, and they should be able to follow Shelly all the way to the inner turret.
This is an explode. But that is what KT have after the chain ganks to mid lane.
Well, there's another flash to come in there as Effort. He's going to be the target this time. The chain CC is so beautiful. Marta's going to be able to get a kill as well as the solo turret gold.
That was fed. Really fancy by Marta to make that play happen. Nicely done. They're going to get the bot lane turret, and they might go in this time.
We're looking for the YOLO engage as Deft immediately pops the ultimate. Tal's going to make his way forward. We've got the teleport flank coming in from Smeb. Nabar in a great position. Is that kidnap? Actually, good news is the real question. As Deft goes low, they're just fighting away from the Mundo. As Faker goes into stasis, they manage to pick up one of the kills as Tal going nuts on the backline. And Smeb can't actually close the distance onto anyone. Bang! Over the wall now as well, is very safe as Faker looking for the re-engage. Does have a sneaky Q to throw forward as it's a 2-for-1 in favor of SKT.
Nice timings. Yukal couldn't get to the fight at all. Only ulted right at the end. Like you mentioned, Smeb got no value out of the Mega Gnar. They were able to actually take a fight when the deck wasn't stacked against them, which, given the scenario, was going to be a pretty narrow win condition. Watching the replay, Yukal with Ignite is top lane, never going to get there. Nice moves from the side of SKT. Like you say, they do win the fight overall. Picture in picture, we see a Drake goes down, a Cloud Drake picked up by the Gnar. All about the timings of when to make this play. Stasis is used, and Yukal, for all his fortune in getting the ganks from the Sejuani, unable to actually come up big in the fight.
And Smeb never found that Mega Gnar ultimate either. Just didn't get it into this fight whatsoever. You mentioned Yukal, but no flash to get himself even further in there. It's now Blank's turn to go for the steal as he gets knocked up. The smite isn't going to be available, I don't think so. The Bloblets, they can't smite, and that's going to be Score, locking down his second Baron of the game. Remember, we've only had 3, and whoever takes it gets the win.
Comes Smeb, still messy stuff from KT. They do get the Baron, though.
Yep, that is certainly the good news part, as you can see Blank not very happy on your screen right there. He tried to get into the pit much like Score did, but the slowdown was too good from KT. Smeb now setting up, wants to try and get this minion wave into position as their 1-3-1 is looking terrifying with Baron buffed minions and a Gnar and a Yasuo.
Definitely going to be rose-tinted by KT. They got the Baron, but consider how this all goes. They don't have a way to stop the Zac from getting to the pit. Notice when they stopped DPS in the Baron, it's much later than we saw in the previous game, but that was because Deft could damage it over the wall, which allowed for the smite. This time, it's only the Zac. No one has damage over the wall to help it get low. By the time it goes down, it does go to the Sejuani.
KT don't actually have to do anything in effort, in fact, going to fall down. Stopwatch going to be used. It's almost the best bait ever. However, he is going to die. The Yasuo takes the turret and is now looking for his time to find the ult. The big Gnar into the Nexus as KT pile on top of SKT. It's another 2-1. It looked like it was going to go in favor of SKT earlier on, like it did in the first round robin. But KT have answered back. The Nexus is going to fall, and KT Rolster, against all odds, win the telecom war.
The hand of fate can be so cruel, Atlas, as SKT fans will feel right now. This should have been their series 2-0, but one smite later, it's a final best of one. And this time, Score and KT have a great early game plan that SKT couldn't answer. They got so many advantages in that play around top lane turret, answered bot lane, turned it into a mid lane double charge. And from there, SKT just could never get back into the game. Score's camp of mid lane came off a treat. Faker's mid lane Vladimir once again registers a loss. KT Rolster will move to 7-4, and for SKT, they are now 4-7, and their hopes of playoffs fast slipping away.
Yeah, KT looked like it was going disastrously. The beginning of Game 2, the entirety of Game number 1, it was a little bit of a worry, and then managed to turn it around, managed to find their footing, found their mojo in Game number 3. It was a shellacking, but damn, it delivered. You mentioned drama earlier on. There was a heck of a lot. This is a telecom war like we'd expect. High drama, high stakes. You can see on the SK team, the Zac just got kept in check the whole time. 1443 damage is not the lowest that we've seen, but it's pretty damn low.
Even if it was less than 612, it's a Zac compared to Trinity Force Jax, so it's not really a relevant comparison on that side, but he's just getting so controlled. I feel like Score will easily win the MVP again. It's the fact that we don't ever see the Elastic Slingshot be used for a really big engage.